Hello all. In this video session, I will be discussing about command line arguments. So parameters can be passed to C programs by giving arguments to command line when the program is executed. Okay. So usually when we are writing programs and we will be accepting inputs using the scanf statement. Now command line argument is an alternative that we can provide command line arguments and the program will be accepting those as input parameters. So accepting those as parameters. You all know that main is a function, and if we provide the command line arguments like this, then it will be accepted by the main function. We have to make some changes in the way we write the parameter list of main function that we will learn. Okay, anyway, just remember that command line arguments are provided with the program and they will be passed as parameters to the main function. Okay, so if I have the program hello, consider that I have the program hello.c, I have compiled it and I have the object code inside the file hello. Then we will be running that program by using /hello, and together with that command we can also provide some arguments in the command line. Those arguments are called command line arguments. For example, here I am providing the arguments Akshay, Gauri and Maika with the program /hello, and it will be printing hello Akshay, hello Gauri and hello Maika. Okay, just remember this example, and now we will see how these arguments are passed as parameters to our main function. Okay, so now if we observe here, we will be providing two parameters inside the main function. First one is int argc and second one is char star argv. That is an array. Okay, so argc is an integer, then argv is an array of character pointers. Okay, so they are capable of holding an array of strings, or they are capable of pointing to an array of strings. Okay, then we have argv pointer, which is a pointer to a pointer, or we can say an array of pointers, and it will be containing an array of strings. Okay, so when I write like this /hello Akshay, Gauri, Maika, then these are the values that will be stored in each of argv, or we can say that this /hello will be stored in our argv of 0, then Akshay will be stored in our argv of 1, then Gauri will be stored in argv of 2, and Maika will be stored in argv of 3. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4 arguments are there. So this is argv of 0, argv of 1, argv of 2, argv of 3, and total number of arguments will be automatically updated in argc. So argc will be containing 1, 2, 3, 4 arguments. Okay, so this is argc's value and argv's value. So if no arguments are provided, that is if we are only giving /hello, then the number of arguments, if there are no arguments, then number of arguments argc will be equal to 1, and that particular argument will be the name of the program. And if we are adding more arguments like this, then they will be stored in argv of 1, argv of 2 and argv of 3 and so on. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now we will see an example program of how to do this. Okay, so we have our main function, and then we have two arguments argc and then an array of pointers, that is argv. Okay, so I have I, then I have printed program executed, then I will print the value of argv. Okay, argv of 0 is what? If I run this program like this, then this will be the argv of 0. So here the /hello will be printed. Okay, the next I have given for I equal to 0, I less than argc plus I, print of hello, then %/ and argv of I. So first value of I will be 1. So here we will be printing argv of 1, that is Akshay. So we will print hello Akshay, then a new line character, then we will come to the next line, and there I will be incremented to 2 less than 4. So again we will print hello argv of 2, that is Gauri. Okay, so hello Gauri will be printed. Then after that again I is incremented, I becomes 3 is less than 4, so it will print hello, then value inside argv of 3. Okay, argv of 3 contains Maiga, so it will print hello Maiga. Okay, so this will be the output of our program. Okay, hello Akshay, hello Gauri, and hello Maiga. So this will be the output of the program. Okay, so this is how this command line argument works, and command line arguments enable us to provide arguments to the program when you are using some automated scripts for running the program. Okay, so this is our program, and it will print hello to any argument passed to this particular program. So we will compile and run this program. Okay, so gcc hello.c, output it to hello. Okay, so I'm just going to output it to a file named hello. So no errors, so I'm just going to run. If I doesn't give any arguments, then you know that this is the argv of 0. So it will only print program executed and then the name of this particular program. So if I give this program executed, and then it will print argv of 0. And if I give an argument after that, then it will print hello to that particular argument. Okay, if I give hello a, then it will print hello to a. Okay, you can see that here. Then if I give a, b, c, d, e, then it will print hello to all the arguments. If I am giving, let's say, if I am writing hello to Akshay, Gauri, then Maiga, then Ullas, etc., then those all arguments will be printed. Okay, and we will be using a simple for loop to access all the strings inside this argv. Okay, so in a program we already said these are our argvs. This is our argv of 0, then this is our argv of 1, this is our argv of 2, this is our argv of 3, and this is our argv of 4. Okay, so the total number of arguments will be stored inside the variable or parameter argc. So argc will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arguments. Okay, and we will be using this for loop to traverse through the arguments. Okay, so just remember how this command line argument works. Okay, now we will see one more example. If we give n numbers, we can find sum of that n numbers. Usually we will be using arrays. Now we are using command line arguments to find sum of n numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to close this program. So I'm just clear this. Then gedit, I'm going to give sum.c. Okay, so now here I'm actually going to write program to find sum of n numbers using command line arguments. Okay, as include studio.h, then we have the main function, and inside the main function we have two parameters, that is int argc and char star argv. Okay, so this is our integer which will be automatically storing the number of arguments, and this will be pointing to each argument in our program. Okay, or each command line arguments passed to the program. And then okay, then we will be giving return 0. Okay, and we will be declaring int I for iterating through the arguments, then sum. I'm initializing sum with 0. Okay, then as we all know that argv of 0 will be containing the program name, so I only need to access from the argument starting from argv of 1. So I'm just going to give for I equal to 1, I less than argc, then plus plus I. What I have to do, I have to perform the sum, right? Sum is equal to sum plus Now if I give argv of I, the problem is that argv is actually a string. Okay, so we have to convert the string into an integer. Okay, so for converting this string to integer, we have a built-in function that is attoi or a to I. So it will convert string to integer, and it is defined inside the header file stdlib.h. Okay, stdlib.h. So this header file is used for this particular built-in function which converts string to integer. Okay, so this is how we will be performing. We will be traversing through each argument, that is argv of 0 will be containing the name of the program. So we will be traversing through all arguments except the name of the program, and then we will be converting that argument to integer, and then we will be adding it to sum. Okay, then I'm just going to printf. Okay, inside double quotes, sum is %d \n, so that will print a new line. Okay, after finishing it will print a new line, comma, then we have the sum. Okay, so this is our simple program, and these are the parameters it is, or this particular program is accepting. Okay, so we will just compile this program. Okay, so gcc sum.c, output it to sum, and no errors. So I'm just going to run /sum. So if I don't provide any arguments, it will be printing 0 because the initial value of sum is 0. Okay, and we won't be going inside this for loop. Now consider that I'm giving 10 and 20. Okay, then it will be going inside this loop, and then these two arguments are converted to integers, and then they are added and the sum is printed. Okay, now consider that I'm going to give 30, 40, 50 and 60. Okay, then what will happen? It will add all the numbers, right? 30, 60, 100, 150, 210. So it is correct. So this is, again, we can add any number of numbers without using arrays here. Okay, so this is one of the advantage of using command line arguments. We can just provide the input to the program as arguments in the command line. Okay, now this is called command line, and since we are providing these arguments in the command line, these are called command line arguments, and these are accepted by the main function, and for that we will be having the parameters argc and argv. Okay, keep all that in your mind. Okay, now consider that I am giving some values like a, b, c. Then what this attoi function do is that it will just ignore those, and it will be just taking 0 from this value. Okay, since it is this, there is no numbers here, it will be just taking this as 0. Okay, so the final output will be 0. Okay, so this is how we can use command line arguments to find sum of n numbers. Okay, thank you.